At the intersection of generative AI and business management, generative AI is a cutting-edge technology that is revolutionizing many industries. In this video, we will explore how generative AI can be used to enhance business management practices and delve deeper into its applications and benefits. Generative AI, as a type of artificial intelligence, possesses the remarkable ability to generate original content or data based on a set of parameters. This technology has the potential to transform various aspects of business management, including ideation, marketing strategies, and even business models. One of its key advantages lies in its capacity to rapidly and accurately analyze large volumes of data. By leveraging generative AI, businesses can gain invaluable insights into consumer behavior, industry trends, and emerging market opportunities. Automation is another crucial area where generative AI shines. By harnessing this technology, businesses can automate repetitive tasks and processes, thereby liberating valuable time and resources that can be redirected towards more strategic initiatives. Imagine generative AI crafting customized reports, analyzing financial data, or even assisting with project management. Such automation not only enhances operational efficiency, but also reduces costs and increases overall productivity. The development of new products and services is yet another domain where generative AI finds its application. By utilizing generative AI, businesses can identify market gaps and conceptualize innovative products that cater to the evolving needs of consumers. Moreover, this technology empowers businesses to create personalized offerings based on individual preferences and behavior. By incorporating generative AI, businesses can significantly enhance customer satisfaction and foster long-term loyalty. Generative AI also plays a vital role in augmenting decision-making processes within businesses. By analyzing vast amounts of data and providing actionable insights, generative AI enables businesses to make more informed and strategic decisions. For instance, generative AI can predict market trends, identify potential risk, and optimize pricing strategies. With generative AI as an ally, businesses can embark on a path towards smarter decision-making, ultimately driving long-term success. Furthermore, generative AI has potential to revolutionize communication and collaboration within organizations. By providing real-time insights and data, generative AI facilitates more efficient and effective teamwork. It streamlines communication channels between teams, automates workflows, and even aids in project management. By embracing generative AI, businesses can unlock enhanced collaboration and productivity across the entire organization. In conclusion, generative AI is a powerful technology that has potential to revolutionize the way business operates and manages their operations. By harnessing the capabilities of generative AI, businesses can gain valuable insights, automate processes, develop innovative products and services, improve decision-making processes, and foster effective communication and collaboration. As this technology continues to evolve, we can expect to witness even more groundbreaking applications in the realm of business management. Generative artificial intelligence is the idea that we can assemble imagery, text, audio, and synthetic data. From an engineering perspective, the way artificial intelligence works is there's a creation of algorithms and neural networks with an exploitation of transformers, GANs, or generative adversarial networks, or LLMs, large language models, to create intelligent, free-thinking decisions that will eventually learn from the experience each time and create new, intricate responses, prompts, or photos. A fun general example of generative artificial intelligence would be, as mentioned, ChatGPT, a website capable of generating full-length essays based off the requests made by the user and has been exploited by Microsoft, which has now integrated a version of GPT into the Bing search engine. The prime examples of techniques used by generative AI is as stated using GANs and VAEs, or variational autoencoders. These are neural networks capable of displaying the capabilities of AI, but with a decoder and encoder. They are made to generate real human faces, creating data or creating similar faces to specific humans. A big problem with generative AI is the potential exploitation of deep fakes. Since artificial intelligence is becoming extremely intricate and has the capability to surpass the human ability, it can be used to cause much more issues rather than used for advancements. A deepfake is an image or video edited to look at something it isn't. Take Photoshop or video editing for example. If you can make someone look as if they are committing a crime, rather than actually catching them in the act of committing a crime, you can essentially make up any scenario using this technology. Now imagine an engine that can create any scenario with any person doing anything at any time. Generative AI could also create an amount of helpful things. We could use algorithms to create synthetic data, which could help with vaccines or the solving of any medical issue. Take the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man series as an example. When they logged on the algorithm into the computer, they were able to make a serum capable of having Dr. Connors regenerate his arm after an amputation or a birth defect. That is a clear example of Generation AI and how it can help the world. Generative AI refers to a class of artificial intelligence algorithms that have the ability to generate or create new data based on patterns and insights learned from existing data. Unlike other AI approaches that are designed to recognize or classify existing data, generative AI is designed to learn from data in order to create new data that is similar to the original data. Generative AI is based on deep learning and neural network algorithms, which are designed to mimic the way the human brain works. These algorithms are trained on large data sets to learn patterns and relationships in the data. Once the algorithm has learned these patterns, it can generate new data that is similar to the original data, but with some variations. Generative AI has many applications in areas such as art, music, fashion, and gaming, where it can be used to create new content that is both original and appealing. For example, generative AI can be used to generate new art pieces, music tracks, or even video games. In recent years, generative AI has also been able to be applied to areas such as natural language processing and computer vision. For example, it can be used to generate new text based on existing data, or to generate new images that are similar to existing images. How does generative AI apply to business and cybersecurity? The first one is business forecasting. Generative AI can analyze past trends and patterns to generate forecasts for future business outcomes. This can help businesses make better decisions about resource allocation, inventory management, and product development. The second point is fraud detection. Generative AI can be trained to detect fraudulent activity by analyzing large volumes of data and identifying patterns that are indicative of fraud. This can help businesses to prevent financial losses and protect consumer data. The third example is cybersecurity. Generative AI can be used to identify and defend against certain cyber attacks. For example, it can analyze network traffic to detect patterns that are indicative of a cyber attack and then generate countermeasures to mitigate the attack. The fourth point is chatbots. Generative AI can be used to develop chatbots that can interact with customers in a conversational manner. This can improve customer service and reduce the workload of human customer service representatives. And the last point is content creation. Generative AI can be used to create content for marketing campaigns, social media, and other business purposes. For example, it can generate product descriptions, social media posts, and email marketing campaigns. Overall, generative AI has the potential to revolutionize the way businesses operate and protect themselves from cyber threats. As an AI technology continues to advance, we can expect to see more innovative applications of generative AI in business and cybersecurity.
Kicked. A bit mean, but...
Global industries and organizations are on a quest to meet computer-intensive demands and find innovative means of running efficient foundation models on a large scale. Starting with computer literacy, the majority of the world's population has an instant access to information which will express that the environmental demands are greater than what meets the eye. In order to effectively address and sustain such demand, there needs to be some sort of vision. Could there be a future with the utilization of generative artificial intelligence? Is it actually quite likely considering that the vast majority would agree that generative AI is the future? Expectations are at an all-time high for environmental health, justice, and human rights. Generative AI can play a significant role in these categories by streamlining and assisting in things like data collection and analysis, tasks that can be normally tediously time-consuming. The first point I'd like to make is on human factors. Notably, the number one cause of climate change is human activity. 97% of scientists agreed with this statement, according to the Climate Reality Project. Currently, this group has 12 branches across key countries and regions. This statement shouldn't be shocking to most. The second point I'd like to make is on the environmental system. According to the University of Maryland, the SE system has many components. The mechanics that interact not only with one another, but also with other foundations across part of the system and across levels of the organization socially, ecologically, temporally, and spatially. The third point I'd like to make is there are multiple developments and prototype projects involving the environmental AI systems. According to the Stanford University National Synthesis Center, there are multiple high-influence inquiries that may include new answers to climate solution, ability to predict air and ground pollution, and even water security, to name a few. The list would continue in order to reverse human factor effects. To include the socio-environment, generative AI can produce techniques used to identify anomalies and trends on a larger scale that has already been established. This can then lead to utilizing the present information gathered to discover important variables that affect all subcomponents of the SE system. And on to the last point, environmental justice and human rights. The decision support system. The need to quantify energy consumption and carbon emission, although may sound contradicting, based on this technology platform, deserves a mention. The utilization of generative AI can impact the decision-making more than ever before. The usage of generative AI benefits everyone who ceased to exist. Generative AI can contribute by integrating generative models with real-time data feeds and environmental sensors. These systems can provide accurate predictions, early warning for natural disasters, or inform adaptive management strategies. In conclusion, although there may be a substantial barrier between the development of generative AI and environmental science, there are numerous advantages and benefits to consider. The ability to create extensive new data streams, develop physical models, the opportunities and adaptability seem limitless. Alongside experts, proper ethical guidance, and regulation generative AI, this can be a beneficial forward-thinking phenomenon within environmental science. Without a doubt, the benefits of generative AI far outweigh the risk of unethical use in generative AI's complexity. I will be explaining how generative AI can be useful and/or lead to chaos when it comes to cybersecurity. I would like to start by explaining how generative AI can be by our bodies. We need food, water, and sleep, the basis for any living organism. That is what limits us when it comes to being alert 24/7. In my opinion, this is where we lack the most. We can't always be vigilant, but an AI can. It can keep monitoring the network all day long as there's electricity. All we need is a person to supervise in case of anything. We could have a stronger barrier when people try to get into the system. The AI would like to be a soldier, guarding everything, and just like a soldier, it could be trained in simulated areas so it could be prepared for any kind of attack, therefore making our defenses stronger and faster. We can provide the AI with previous cyber attacks to analyze them in order to see what could have been done better in order to prevent those types of attacks, while simultaneously preparing for a counterattack. But I believe we can still do better. What about when we go online and look for the most common types of cyber attacks? For example, malware. Some of us have been victims of that. We receive an email, click on a link, and boom, the malware starts to download. AI can scan every email, letter by letter, and attachments. If it seems fishy, the email can be put in a folder called Fishy, for example. You receive a notification and can verify whether it is a bad email or not. And because we're talking about a generative AI, this means that the AI would be learning throughout the process and be better in scanning for more fishy emails. You might need that Gmail that already does it, but when we get fishy emails, we do not know unless we go and check the spam folder. I personally don't check my spam folder unless someone tells me to, but now I would like to talk about Microsoft. We all know Microsoft. We've been using it throughout the class, or to be more specific, Office 365. In the month of March 2023, Microsoft released Security Copilot. This availability of the product is limited and will have a wider release in the coming months. Security Copilot is a tool that will help analysts find threats and act on them as soon as possible. Copilot has been built with learning AI, meaning it will learn from what it sees and experiences. Copilot is like ChatGPT. You get a box in which you can type your concerns. Also, it is possible to drag documents and scan them. This tool can make us safer from attacks. Imagine an AI that scans every email that comes to the employee's work email. It could be able to scan all of that because AIs are extremely fast. Now that we have covered the positive side, let's check the negatives. With everything previously mentioned, you would think that there cannot be any negatives. If someone gets a hold of the AI engine used for cybersecurity purposes, it could be changed for it not to read some attacks as attacks and instead let them be. Let me explain with our body. If somebody could reprogram our eyes so that when we see the color green, it should be visualized as red, we would not know because our bodies will get accustomed quickly. If the AI is an open one like ChatGPT, and we ask for it to give us a way to make our defenses stronger, the enemy could simply ask for the AI for counterattack to our defenses. Cyber attackers can also use the same AI we use and be better equipped because their sole job is to attack networks. Every network is different, so they gain more experience compared to cyber defenders who only work with one type of system continuously. They might have experience with other ones but do not work consistently with it and might be rusty. It's time to talk about the most important thing in any job: money. Creating an AI can be expensive. A lot of people must conduct research, and it takes time, and we must consider that the results might not be the expected ones. Not to mention how complex it must be, programming is not something that can be done in a day. Trial and error would wear people off. After the AI is created, it needs to be maintained, people trained to work with it, supervise the AI, etc. When the AI has been created, it's a baby. It needs to learn in order to work correctly. But what if the information the AI is learning from is biased? For example, if the AI learns from information given that all the emails from certain regions always contain malware, the AI will decide that all emails from that region are bad and delete them right away without even considering analyzing them because all examples that came from said regions will always contain malware. Let's approach a different example. People like challenges. Having an AI able to repel any attacks from anyone would make someone try harder to beat the AI. That can attract more people and make the AI more vulnerable because it can be attacked by different people simultaneously. The AI can be targeted for no other reason than pride. In conclusion, AI can be helpful in the cybersecurity area, and I believe the positives outweigh the negatives. I use ChatGPT to help me get a better understanding of generative AI. What better way to find out how generative AI can enhance or weaken cybersecurity? I appreciate everyone's attention and have a great rest of the day.